Alright, what is going on, everybody? So as you can tell, there's no in-season video. And the reason for that, I'm making this video today and not last night because, man, I would have actually lost my mind. Nice, he's got rocket, love that. But anyways, the reason I am making this video, and you saw the title of this video, is that never in my life of playing this game, like my entire span of playing this game, which has been what, I don't even know, a bunch of years. I've been playing it since it basically got released, right? So I'm pretty OG to this game. I know exactly, like, I've played every meta. I've played it for forever. So I just wanted to point out that I have never in my life seen a season like this. And what I'm talking about is before I actually get mad. So evolutions, right? We get it, champions are broken. We get it, they're really popular, they're pretty broken, but like they're literally, champions are not even important anymore in this game because of the evolutions. It's like they just continuously find something new to add, to throw at us, that's not beneficial to the game at all, and just makes you either spend money to have it, or just makes it completely broken, so it makes it to where if you don't have the card, you aren't going to win a game. So why I'm so mad is yesterday I got up at like 9 in the morning or something. Sunday, I was like, all right, we're gonna have a good push, try and actually have a good finish today. Okay, he's got 3 musketeers, what in the world? But I was in a good mindset, right? I was like, okay, I can actually get up. I've been facing okay matchups, not great, but you know, I've been able to beat the majority of these players. I was currently, I think I was like top 100 or like 115 whenever I woke up, right? So I'm just playing for like an hour, and I'm like, holy crap, there's a lot of repetitive decks, and I was like, okay, I'm probably just in a little stretch where a lot of people are playing the same thing, right? And then I continue to keep playing throughout the day, and I get like a couple hours in, and I'm like, okay, I'm literally only facing 3 to 4 different decks, and I'm not even kidding when I say this. The reason I know that ISPO sucks so badly now is because the Goblin Giant Sparky deck, this is just one of the versions that I'm playing right now. I just copied it off some random, almost said something that I shouldn't say, some random individual that I faced last night. But yeah, so I noticed, I was like, okay, so I'm only facing 3 or 4 decks, and I expected this to change, but I've literally played, I want to say, 8 hours. I played an entire freaking jobs like shift worth of Clash Royale yesterday, and I only faced 4 to 5 decks the entire time. Like, there was an occasional one person playing something different, but I'm not even kidding when I say this. I literally faced Goblin Giant Sparky with some version that I'm playing now, like either they had recruits or they had rage just spam, or they had elixir collector Goblin Giant Sparky. It was, you get the point, it was the same exact deck basically over and over and over. I'm not even kidding. If you watched like in my clan, you literally could vouch for this, dude. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I literally played like 10 matches, and 9 of them were this deck. The same exact deck. It was just like I was playing the exact same game over and over and over. And the problem is, I've never seen a meta where I literally cannot beat Sparky. I can't beat a Sparky player. And the reason for that is that the freaking Knight is impossible to break through. And sure, you can say, oh, you're using it in your deck. I don't care about that. I would much rather they delete the card. Like, the card is so unbelievably not enjoyable to face. It slows every game down, and it makes people be able to overcommit. There was points yesterday when I was up like 15 at 20 elixir. I'm not even kidding. I had like 3 ice wizards on the board, knights, Teslas, everything stacked at the bridge, going in with expos repeatedly, one after the other, and I still could not get damaged no matter what I did, because the knight would literally just sit there and it would tank the entire expo HP. All they would do is knight, and then they just fireball my expo, or they put their goblin giant down. They just have infinite tanks. So I literally couldn't even beat Sparky, and Sparky's supposed to be one of the few good matchups that I even have for this deck. But yeah, it was just horrible. And then that was deck number 1, right? Deck number 2, I mean, there was a couple Lava Hound players, but I'm not going to even include that in the in this like discussion, because there were just a couple people that always play Lava Hound on top ladder. You know, it's an okay deck, obviously using the Evo Barbs. But yeah, deck number 2, there was just a bunch of bridge spammy recruits. It wasn't even like the normal recruits deck with Flying Machine and the Zappies and the pigs and all that. It was just literal spam with recruits and like a bunch of bait and a bunch of like fireball, skeleton barrel, all that garbage, where they're just cycling the entire game on your tower and pushing. And I'm not even kidding. They literally just play the recruits in the back first play. Every single game would either be recruits in the back first play, knight in the back first play, or Evo barbs in the back first play. So yeah, that was deck number 2. I couldn't break through that one, obviously, because they always just kept fireball cycling my Ice Wizard. That's why I think the Ice Wizard kind of sucks at the moment. Not even at the moment. It just sucks as a card because it just dies to the fireball and gets you literally no value. And every single person is using fireball. I don't know how this card has not gotten a nerf. I don't know what Supercell's doing, but I think personally the card is way too overpowered and shouldn't just be able to take out things that quickly. Like, it just puts so many people at such a disadvantage. I'm gonna go minions to kill this. This is a very easy game. I just freaking wanted to play some games in the background. I don't even care about this gameplay right now. I'm brainlessly playing because this is all you have to do with these kind of decks. But yeah, that was deck number 2. Man, oh yeah, I was let's just say I was literally like trying my absolute hardest too. It's not like I was just kind of half giving effort into these games. I was literally trying my absolute best to win, and I was sweating. Like, I was literally like top of my gameplay. I felt like I was playing good, I was doing everything correctly, and I still just wasn't able to win games. And I don't know, I've never experienced a meta like that. I switched decks a couple times and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just, I don't know, start playing Firebow or like with Wizard, and I won a couple games, and then I just kind of had the same thing happen where I couldn't break through. So it was like basically the same problem. I'm just gonna spam the bridge because this is how easy it is to freaking win. I bet you I get through somehow right here. But yeah, I don't know. I tried switching decks, and then eventually I just switched to freaking Elixir Pump Expo because that's like, it's just not even funny how easy it is to play. You literally just cycle 1,000 pumps. But no, I don't know. I was really trying. There's a couple Golem players as well, and I can't even break through a Golem deck anymore because they just have the Evo Barbs that sit there and tank forever. And my main problem right now, I'm going to make a video on the Evo Bats tomorrow. I actually have not seen any gameplay or anything, and I'm going to make sure that I keep it that way so you get like my first, what's it called? First reactions, whatever. But I'm expecting that to be broken as well. I'm just so tired of these basically the entire evolution thing is just a nerf for Expo if you think about it, because all it is adding tankage and like more HP to these cards that already have a lot of health, and they just make it even harder for me to get any damage with an Expo. And I don't even, like, Rocket Cycle is not a viable way to win games anymore. You have to at least have like a miner or something to get some extra damage. With Expo you literally can't. Like, sure, there's going to be games where I can win with only Rocket Cycle, but the majority of the games, it's not possible. And I don't know, every single season it seems that they just continue to make it even more pay to win than it already is. And not even that people don't have evolutions right now, but it's like, dude, I don't want to buy the stupid pass to freaking get the Bats evolution because I'm not going to use the Bats, right? But if I don't, I feel like I can't make a video with it, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just in this spot where I'm just mad. Looks like this guy's just going to go ahead and let me 3-crown him. I can't really blame him. He's playing one of the most brain-dead decks in the entire game. This deck, honestly, is even better with Evo Knight, but I just kind of wanted to use Recruits so I don't have to think at all. But yeah, I'm going to play one more game and keep talking. I don't really like making videos where I'm just complaining the entire time, but I seriously think there's going to need to be a change. I could go through Twitter right now, and half of my entire feed from all the people I follow is just going to be, wow, that was the most boring meta of all time. You literally, like, I'm not even kidding. I played probably, what, 200 matches? I have no idea how much. I played a whole bunch of matches, right? And I think probably 195, like 195 out of 200, whatever percentage that is, had either Evolution Barbarians, Evolution Knights, or Evolution Recruits. Like, that was the 3 things you'd face every single match. 3 cards out of 100 and whatever cards there are in this game. That was literally the entire, like, you would only face one of the 3 cards. So as you can tell, I'm pretty freaking upset and a little bit tired of like the direction of this game, because I don't like to complain, but even though that's what I'm doing in this video, I feel like they're making it so you have to play these cards or you're not even able to play the game. Like, I think I saw a statistic where there was like 3 people in the top 200 that didn't have an evolution, and it was Viper and then like a couple, I don't even know who else, but it's just like, dude, something about only facing 4 different archetypes in the entire game and not making anything else viable just because these cards have an evolution and others don't is just like, I feel like it's just really stupid. And sure, you can keep adding them, but it's going to take forever for every single card to have an evolution. If they're even going to do that, I don't even know what they're going to do. But if they just keep adding them one at a time and stuff like this, then nobody's ever going to, like, be able to use any of the cards that don't have an evolution consistently. I mean, if I didn't have Evolution Knight, I would definitely have to change decks. Like, I'm not going to lie, the meta would be literally impossible for me if I played just with normal Knight and not the Evolution, because there's no way to get Expo connections anymore. And you have to just try and find new ways to win, and I'm trying. Like, it's not like I wasn't doing everything in my power to win games. Like, I was trying my best, giving 100% effort. But it just felt completely impossible, and I've never felt like that in a meta in my entire life. I've always known, like, I can tell when I'm not playing my best, and I'm playing tilted or whatever, and that definitely happened toward the end of the season. But I'm like, during the middle of the day, I was just playing casually, like normally, and I could not do anything. It was a really strange feeling, and I don't even think it's necessarily because my deck was that bad. I just think the other decks are so incredibly broken that you have to play one of them if you want to actually have success. I'm not going to go through like the top 50 people, but did he really just lose? He lost. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know my feelings and that I'm really, really frustrated about the direction of the game. But yeah, thanks for watching anyways, and we'll see you on the next one.